Yeah, it's Thursday here, August 11th, about 8:30 in the morning. I decided to go down and try and videotape the Cox Lake area, a little bit of the canal. Um, had a little bit of technical difficulties. I had the drone and camera and everything in my camp overnight with the AC going, and I think when I come out in the morning, all the heat and temperature made everything fog up, my glasses included. And I think I must have got a little condensation or something inside the controllers because when I first got off, I couldn't get any video signal coming out of my camera back to my tablet. So here I am totally flying blind. I have no idea other than me visually watching where the drone's going, where I was. So I just wanted to see, how the spraying took effect. You can see right there below us all the dead grass. Unfortunately, I think that water's fairly shallow right there, so that dead grass, probably going to be there for a while. It really doesn't have no place to sink down to. But I'm headed down towards the end, at the very end, and again, not knowing where I was just trying to watch and guess where the drone was, and didn't quite make it down there, but I got enough where you can see a little bit of the area. And a long story short, I'm going to come back and do this over again. And I thought I was all the way down at the end, but I wasn't, and I kind of rotated around about right in here. And I'm still, like I say, I'm still flying blind now. You can't even see where I am way down the levee. So all I could see was a black speck in the sky. I wasn't sure. Other than if I turned it sideways, I could see it flying left or right, and then I kind of knew which direction was forward on it. There I was backwards, and I swing back around and kind of get my bearings and head back. Now all that little bar-like flickering you're seeing right there, that's actually because it was real early in the morning and I headed into the sun. That's the sun actually shining through the props and then casting the shadows across the front of the camera. That's what's causing that. Now, right on top of the levee, just about, but you can just kind of see a little bit of a black speck, and that's me sitting on my truck up there, almost in the center of the screen right now. So I get down here and kind of got an idea of what direction I'm headed, and so I make a left turn and head back out, or head out into that little area that protrudes out from the side. Now somewhere along in here, all of a sudden the video popped up on my screen. So must have been up there in the sun and got it dried out. But you can see that there wasn't any spraying done here, and it looks like that could use some right in through here and basically right straight ahead where you can kind of see it sticking out from the right bank there. I do know that water is really shallow in here. I don't think you'd have a problem walking through there. I remember being back in here in an airboat many years ago, and I don't think that water, 12 inches, maybe 18 inches deep, it's really shallow. What kind of surprised me is I swing to the left now, or swing around, and that strip of land right in the center, which I kind of thought was somewhat dry land. As I'm flying across it, you can see the sun reflecting off the water in there. So there's a lot of vegetation over water and brush and stuff. Every once in a while you'll see a little glint of the sun. There's a little reflection, and you can see more. So you can see there's actually marshy standing water. All in all, you can see on the far shore, the spraying took effect. I'm not sure exactly where they did spray down here, but it was evident that they did at least get that east shoreline right next to the levee. Unfortunately, you'll see right towards the very end of the video here, some of that dead vegetation has floated down and it's completely clogged up the canal down here at the very, where it does a little dog leg, right where you can see the end of the water is. Takes a little right turn, a little quick left turn. Right in there is plugged up solid. And you see off to the right, we're passing the other spillway at Cox Lake, which that's going to be the next, I'm understanding, the next portion of the project that they're going to come in and remove that and put a fixed concrete weir in there. So I'm anticipating, well, probably this fall they'll be down there digging all that out. And there along the left you can see a little bit of the floating dead vegetation. Along the left there doesn't look too bad. I mean, you got a little bit of grass there, but very acceptable. You can just kind of see where the palm trees in the shoreline is, so it's pretty clean in there. Now the big tree just passing on the right there, and then the other ones up towards the center. I was trying to get an idea of what elevation I ought to be at to fly up the canal, and I'm at 31 feet right now. And unfortunately, as I get around the corner behind these trees here, I lose signal between my controller and the drone, and it goes into an automatic return home mode. What I'm going to need to do is do this in sections. Come out here so far, then drive down to this area that's open here on the right side of the screen, set there, and fly it from there. And as soon as I come around the corner, you can see right ahead where it's all blocked up. And right along in here, there we go. It stopped, lost signal, and it goes into return home. And what it does, I think I have the return home preset level at 100 feet, so it automatically goes up to 100 feet and flies back to where it took off from. There you can see the props flickering up there in the upper corner. Well, I've got back actually control of it again, but I've been up there long enough, and I was looking at the battery level, and it was getting down, I think, around 30%. And I was far enough away that I felt I wanted to get back and put it on the ground before I lose battery. It won't just fall out of the sky. If it gets down to like 0% battery, it will automatically try and land. It won't drop down to the ground, but it'll try and land. But if you're over water, it'll try and land in that puddle of water too. Well, that's it. I'll come back again, and I think next time I'll try and come in the afternoon.